Well, hello everyone and welcome back. Dogecoin is performing very well today. It's up almost 4% as of 4:30 p.m. on July 14th. I want to talk with you about why Dogecoin is performing so well today, what it means and what it does not mean, and what you should still be looking forward to in the future, where you should keep your eyes. You want to be informed about these upcoming dates that are really important and what to expect for the future prices of Dogecoin. So as you can see on the chart here from Robinhood, like I said, Dogecoin is up about 4% as of 4:30 p.m. If we go to Coinbase right here, you'll see that the entire market is up 1.27%. But if you scroll down, it actually says Dogecoin is down. That's because Coinbase lists it as a 24-hour market, which actually makes it kind of difficult because I like determining how the market is doing as of 12 a.m. that morning. 24-hour time period just tells me how Dogecoin is performing from now until yesterday at exactly the same time. I don't like it as much, but that's fine. So why is Dogecoin doing well? Why is it up today about 4%? Well, because the entire market is up today. If we take a quick look at Bitcoin here, you can see Bitcoin's almost 3% up as of 4:30 p.m. and Ethereum is up about 5.25%. And so Dogecoin being up around 4% is basically sticking in line with the rest of the market. Also, I believe there was a little bit of an overcorrection yesterday. So you can see Dogecoin dipped down quite a bit yesterday. I think that was a little overzealous selling off by individuals, because when we pan out to the 3-month, this is really the line that Dogecoin has been holding. This sort of flat declining line here. And so we would suggest here, based off of data and information, that Dogecoin is going to continue to follow this line unless some sort of outside catalyst or something changes. And there is a change that we need to see. As we've stated before, and I will state again, it is July 28th. The United States is going to be having a hearing. Congress is going to be hearing from the Security and Exchange Commission on how they're going to approach oversight of cryptocurrencies. Right now, even Jerome Powell, who is the chair of the Federal Reserve, is talking about this stuff.
Chair Powell, as you know, there's been a great interest in central bank digital currencies. Many countries, like China in particular, are focused on establishing a CBDC. You indicated this earlier this year, the Fed would study and issue a white paper on the subject. What is the status of that report?
We expect to publish a report around, could be early September or plus or minus, right in that time frame. And the status of it is we're working hard on it right now. But let me tell you what it is really. We're going to address digital payments broadly. So that means stable coins, it means crypto assets, it means a CBDC. That whole group of issues and payment mechanisms, which we think are really at a critical point in terms of the appropriate regulation, and in the case of a CBDC, a central bank digital currency, laying out really questions for the public to respond to about what good it can do, what the costs and benefits of it would be. We want to begin really a major public consultation across many different groups, including Congress, of course, on a CBDC and also on stable coins and crypto.
So that's Jerome Powell there. He is the chair of the Federal Reserve. He's basically the guy that's in charge of the money printers, and sometimes he'll give hearings to Congress about how everything's going financially, economically. And he is saying right there in this report here to Patrick Mahoney, a U.S. representative, saying that they are talking about making a central digital currency for the United States, central bank digital currency, just like China is doing. And they're also going to be looking into possible stable coins. Stable coins are those coins that are backed by some sort of an outside entity or outside currency, could be the US dollar, or cryptocurrencies, which would be your Bitcoin, your Ethereums, your Dogecoin, Cardano, and the rest. And so herein you see some of the problem with people investing in cryptocurrencies right now, because everyone's so worried about what are world governments going to do, because not only are they banning mining, are they banning tech companies from using cryptocurrencies, or outright just banning it altogether in their country, they also might not just ban it, they might just create their own. So what if all these countries create their own digital currencies? What's going to happen to the cryptocurrencies or the stable coins that are out there? Are they going to be diminished as the mass population decides to just put their focus in on the digital currencies of that country? Are they going to have some heavy-handed regulation? In the July 28th meeting, is the Security and Exchange Commission going to go to Congress and say, yeah, we need some major oversight of these cryptocurrencies? And what about Jerome Powell? He even says here that they're going to have a report, he's hoping in September, What is he going to say in his report? And the problem is, as all these reports and these hearings are always on the horizon, oh, there's one coming up in July, there's one coming up in September, there's another one coming up whenever. Anyone who's investing in cryptocurrencies always realizes in the back of their mind there's another hearing coming down the line, and we're one hearing away from them telling us some terrible, horrible news that is going to crash the crypto market, and I'm just so scared to invest real amounts of money into this thing, and it keeps the market down. So what it's really going to take for Dogecoin to finally get out of this sort of downward trend and sort of curve back up and start getting to going again is we need this news on the horizon from these world governments to stop, or we need at least some news where they're saying, well, we're just going to take a hands-off, laissez-faire approach. We're not going to have major oversight of these cryptocurrencies, but you know what? Maybe we'll go and we'll focus on our own currency. I think investors will be okay with that. Basically, I think they're not going to really think these governments are going to do that well with their own digital currency anyway. I mean, world governments tend to really have terrible results when they try to take anything on, especially against anything that would be considered private sector. Now, I know cryptocurrencies aren't necessarily private sector, but when you have individuals and developers who are putting their own time and energy into this, and a community that's behind these crypto communities, usually it's going to be a lot better, even if it's not as well funded than anything that the government can do because of all the red tape and nonsense that they have to deal with. And so I would expect if you have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin competing against the United States central bank digital currency, that Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and Ethereum, Cardano, and the rest are going to just absolutely crush the United States central digital currency, along with crushing whatever in the world that China does. So we see China getting rid of the mining that's going there. It's not because they hate cryptocurrencies. They just see it as a challenge to their own currency. And this in turn creates all of the fear, the uncertainty, and the doubt. So Dogecoin's up today. If we go on the day marker, we're still up about 3.5%. It doesn't mean that Dogecoin's out of the woods, not at all. But we do need these stories on the horizon, these hearings and these reports that are being done by centralized governments of the earth to basically stop. But in different and I believe better news, interest in baby Dogecoin is fading, data suggests. I actually think this is good news for Dogecoin because it's kind of like all these copycats are a little ridiculous at this point. And I'm a little different than many of the other crypto analysts or YouTubers out there. I don't think all of these altcoins, these thousands of them that are coming out, I don't think they're good for Dogecoin at all. I mean, I get it. Dogecoin in and of itself was a meme coin and a joke, but it no longer is. But at a certain point, you have, Shiba, then you have Baby Doge, and you have Baby Doge, Elon Musk. You just all have these weird coins. It actually ends up not being good for anything. And so fading interest in Baby Doge is actually a good thing. And I hope that there's fading interest in many of the thousands of other altcoins that are out there, and that we basically end up just seeing a few of them making to the top, because you can't have thousands of them all doing well. It's impossible. It's never going to work. There's going to be no utility in that. And Bitcoin has its place. Bitcoin is the standard. It really is. Ethereum has its place, in my opinion. Now, I know the developers, followers, investors in Bitcoin think Ethereum has no place and is very unneeded. All you need is Bitcoin. They would actually have you believe that all you need is Bitcoin, which in and of itself is sort of ridiculous and sort of a centralized philosophy. If all you need is Bitcoin, Bitcoin covers it all, that's ridiculous. There's a place for other coins out there. There's a place for a coin that has better smart contracts to it, or that has a diminishing inflation like Ethereum has. There's a place for Dogecoin, which inherently keeps its value low because of the amount of coins that are out there, and therefore its transaction fees low because of that, and becomes more practical in its utility for the average person. There's a place for that. Now, is there a place for all of the thousands of coins that have come up as copycats, a lot of them of copycats of Dogecoin? No, it does get ridiculous at a point, so I'll give you that. So diminishing interest in Baby Doge is actually good news for Dogecoin. But again, the most important news that you need to keep yourself mindful of as an investor in Dogecoin is we want to see the news and the hearings and the interest of governments in cryptocurrencies quieting down a little bit, at least for some time, because if that happens, then we'll see things turn around. But until that happens, there's always going to be these heavy investors that are just going to be so scared of getting in the market. I'm hoping after the July 28th hearing, a week or so after that, that things will calm down a little bit and investors will get back in. And then Jerome Powell's September whatever report, hopefully that comes and goes too. And then again, after that happens, hopefully it gets really quiet, very quiet for the fall and the winter seasons. And then hopefully there's nothing on the horizon after that. I hope. But if you want to know if there is, subscribe to the channel. I'll keep you up to date on what's going on with this stuff. As always, thank you for coming along with me. I will catch you all next time.